Hello, I just ended the video and now I'm doing another one. It's about the cheater boyfriend. Sorry. Let's kind of sit up. Ow. The thing about him, let's start from the beginning. First of all, we started dating at the end-ish of second grade, so I'm like, oh, yeah, you're cute, come here, you're hot. And it's just like, school love, and your parents aren't supposed to know about it at all because you don't tell them, and they're like saying, you can't have a boyfriend till you're 16. It's not a real boyfriend because we're not going on dates. We never kissed, that's another story, but tell that right now because it's the beginning of the story. Anyways, starting the story. Whenever I first saw him, I was like, ooh, he is cute. He always missed the first day of school, and he would only come on the second day. And it actually changed in 6th grade. He actually came on the first day of school. That was the very first time he ever did that, and I was like, weird. And when second grade, we met, we talked sometimes, and we were just like, friends, but not like super duper close friends. We would just like few words, be like, hey, how's your day? Yeah, good. Okay, bye. And then finally, my friend hooked us up, and because she rode his bus, and I was like, can you get me with that guy? And she's like, he's weird, but when she got to know me better, she's like, okay, now I know why you wanted to date him. I'm weird and I'm crazy, so yeah, because if anyone from school ends up watching this, they're gonna be like, I know who you're talking about. Yes, yeah. And what else? In 3rd grade, it was fine, and then but on Valentine's Day, oh God, on Valentine's Day, his friend, his name's Charlie. He was in my class, and our class was like diagonal from each other, so like stuff that his friend Charlie, I guess he had a crush on me or something. Well, don't want to give me that. And for Valentine's Day, he gave me a glass rose. It was pretty. It had like the colored glass on it, and it was really pretty. And a stuffed dog. You know, it's a stuffed dog? Yes, a stuffed dog with a heart in his mouth that said, be mine. And guess what my boyfriend got me? Nothing. So that just proved that it wasn't really working out from that point. And I was just like, oh, but I still love him. And the thing is about him, he was really nice to me. I wouldn't even suspect that he was cheating on me, because he was really nice to me. Everyone in the school knew, even the teachers knew that we were dating. It was just like awkward. So yeah. What else? 4th grade. Yay. We were still in the same hallway, and it was kind of terrible because no, we weren't in the same hallway. I'm thinking about 5th grade. Whoops. 4th grade, I was in a portable, not like a portable potty, but it's hard to explain. It's like, they're just rooms. It's hard, okay? We were in a portable, and I would see him sometimes after school. I'd like give him a piece of gum. I think that's why he stayed with me, for the gum. Gosh, golly, God, I don't know. I'm saying I want water. Oh, that's old water. It's been there for over a year. Yeah, and nothing really happened that year except. No, nothing really happened that year. It was just like always seeing each other on field trips, and that's whenever my friend Lily, she's on one of the field trips. She told my teacher, and that's whenever my teacher found out, and my teacher knew my dad because they went to high school together. And my current principal right now, my dad went to high school with him, and some people in the office, he went to high school with them. And seriously, he went to high school with everybody. He went to East Central. It's awesome. So, okay, well, hi. So that happened, but in 5th grade, everything went like downhill all the way, because one of my friends, Marcella, she would just, be reporting to me, because there was one time where his bus had to go on her bus, and like weird stuff. I was riding the bus, I was like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. And she would tell me stuff like, he was kissing another girl whenever they dropped him off, and I'm like, I don't believe you at all, because I was so in love with him. I really, really liked him, and she actually showed me pictures. No, that was somebody else. No, but somebody else showed me pictures. So I'm like, I don't believe you. So I just like, nah, pushed it off. This person came up to me. He's like, you don't believe her? Look at this. I'm like, bitch. So I pretty much believed them then, but it was really hard to see him do that, because me and him had never kissed before, and he always told me that he had never kissed anyone ever, even after I saw that, and I was like, okay, awesome. And when he ended up sending one of his friends to break up with me through him. He's not even man enough to go and do it himself. And so whenever that happened, I was like, okay. I started crying though. It sucked. And then they're like standing up against the bus, and we're at Brackenridge Park. The Natural Bridge Caverns. I don't know how I got that mixed up, but he was standing up against the bus, and we were just like, okay, I'm about to cry. Hold it in, but that did not work. And him and his friends like, Emily, and I just turned around. He's like, X. I'm like, oh, okay, you want to play games? So I now have a binder for revenge ideas. I don't know why. Some of my friends used it. Sorry, I get distracted. So later I'll be telling you the story about how I found out, because that is a very weirdly long story. I don't know how it got that long, but I started doing that, then I stopped the video because I'm like, 12 minutes, too long. It's about to turn 7, but I will do that later after I get out of the shower and clean up and everything and watch Degrassi. Oh yeah, because it's an awesome show. So I will upload these right now, and if you want to ask me questions about, you don't want it to be in the comments, you think it's too private and people will be making fun of you, I will leave it in my email in the description, and you can just like email me. I'm weird, I'm sorry. And today's question, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing this. If there is one thing that you wanted people to know, if there is one thing that you would want people to know about you, what would it be? I actually had this question a long time ago, and it is that whenever I get really, really anxious, like really, really nervous, I go dyslexic. Everything looks squiggly. I start sweating so much. My face gets like red. If you don't believe me, man, people like probably like this red. Not really this color, but close to it. But yeah, it's not fun. It feels like everything in the world is just like squiggly, and I thought there was something wrong with my eyes, but I went to the doctors and nothing was wrong, and I was just like, okay, that's really weird. And I told my counselor, and I don't know why I went to the counselor, but I went to go tell the counselor. She's like, okay, you just get that whenever you're anxious, right? I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay, you don't need to go to classes for it, but it's just something that you need to try to control. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's going to be really hard, because I get nervous a lot, and whenever I get nervous, it's really hard for me to read. Like, everything gets like either flipped upside down or twisted or exchanged with another letter, like dyslexia. I don't know why, okay? It's weird. It's really frustrating, and then that even makes it worse, because whenever I get like mad at it, and it gets worse whenever I like get frustrated with them, like, why can't I see this clearly? And it's bad. It's really bad whenever I try to read something and it's in front of the class. I just like improvise. I'm like, okay, I read this already. It says, and sometimes I can't remember it because bad memory. So that's one thing that I would want people to know about me, because if you make me nervous, prepare for me to, if I'm trying to read something, I'll be like, Query Dorani, because it's really bad. I can't even explain it. It sucks a lot. And I discovered it last year, during 6th grade. It kind of came during 5th grade, like at the end. Then it started getting really, really bad, because through like for my whole life backwards, from 5th grade backwards, I was never nervous for anything, because I'm like, they don't know me, I don't know them, won't see them ever again, I'm gonna do it, because that's how I am now. So yeah, and I probably leave my Skype thing in the bottom. I don't know, shut up. I'll leave my Skype thing in the bottom if you want to Skype or something, if you want to talk, because I am here. Oh, I actually look awesome. Because I read this thing that said, whenever you look in the mirror, you see yourself 5 times more hot, like nicer in the mirror. I look in the mirror, I'm like, crap. Then I look at myself in the camera, I'm like, I am. So I will go now. It's about to be 11 minutes. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever. Sorry. Elizabeth, I really hope that answers your question for the first 6 minutes of this thing. And just going on 11. Oh god, I went on 11. I'm gonna go now. I'm so sorry if this is posted up really late. But it's posted, right? So I will see you guys later, and I will do a different video later on. So yeah, bye.